Hey guys, welcome back to California Cooking. We have a great episode for you today. On this beautiful spring weekend, we are taking you to one of the newest, most gorgeous rooftop restaurants in all of Los Angeles. And I'm hanging out in the kitchen with Chef Mike Williams of Margot. He makes for us an easy weeknight meal. It's a roasted chicken dinner. Then I'm getting you ready for Easter with these adorable hash brown nests, perfect for your holiday table. And Henry DiCarlo and his beautiful wife Lisa take us to one of their favorite seafood spots in Orange County. First up, Chef Mike Williams has such an interesting story. He went from serving in the war in Iraq after 9/11 to finding himself in the culinary world as a head chef of a restaurant, and now to his newest spot, Margot, which has the most gorgeous rooftop patio, and the menu is fantastic too. Take a look. Chef Mike Williams, how are you?
I'm excellent. How are you?
I'm great. This is such a beautiful restaurant, this beautiful patio, where I was telling you, I think Southern California, every restaurant should have a rooftop patio, right?
Yeah, if only there was space for that.
If only. And then the view behind us, it looks like we're in I don't know, somewhere else. Yeah. Maybe the hills of Italy behind us.
Yeah, that's something that a lot of people say that come in, they think it kind of transports them to somewhere else because they're not used to dining in places like this in Los Angeles.
But we're in Culver City.
Yeah, we're in Culver City.
Yeah, and this whole spot has really, it's grown. I mean, the whole area, when you walk up to Margot, there's shops and all kinds of cool spots.
Yeah, it's great. We're part of a greater center called The Platform, and there's just a lot of energy around here right now.
Yeah, you totally feel that. Can we talk about the decor for a minute? A lot of thought was put into the way this place looks.
My boss, the restaurateur, Rohan Talwar, has an amazing vision and an amazing eye for quality when it comes to design. So his vision combined with our designer, Thomas Schuss, just makes for a beautiful space.
It must be so nice, you know, when the sun's setting, it's a nice day to come have some wine, a cocktail.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, you should come back at nighttime.
I am.
See the
I'm
sunset.
already picturing how it's going to be. When you're reading about this restaurant, not only for the wonderful views, but the fact that it's only a couple of months old and people are really talking about it. So it's hit a note with people. Why do you think that is?
We really feel like we're offering a luxury product at an approachable price point. So the space and the quality of the food and the quality of the cocktails and our extensive wine program. We offer free valet parking. We offer
That's rare.
all sorts of conveniences to make sure that the experience when you dine here from start to finish is exactly as you want it to be.
What is the inspiration for the menu here at Margot?
The inspiration for the menu at Margot is coastal Mediterranean cuisine, primarily focused on Spain and Italy.
And you grew up in Orange County.
I did.
And then this big guy right here is also a former Marine.
Yes.
You were in Iraq after 9/11.
Yes.
That's literally being in the trenches when you think about what you've done and seen and experienced.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I try to not glorify it. There's a lot of people that had much more difficult deployments than I had. I wasn't just sitting on a base all day, but I wasn't, kicking down doors in Baghdad.
Right.
When I got back from Iraq is when I started cooking. I didn't cook in the military. It's one of those things everybody always asks. I really just wanted to do something I was passionate about, and I felt like life was too short to be pursuing a college degree that I didn't really care about at the time. So
what was the degree?
I was getting a degree in human communications, liberal studies degree that would have ended me up as a bartender or server anyways, most likely. So.
Okay, Chef, we're behind the line.
We're here.
Where the magic happens.
Yes.
What are we gonna make?
So we're gonna make a version of a roasted chicken dish that I like to cook at home a lot. I have two young children.
2 and 4.
2 and 4.
Yeah.
So to say that we keep it simple when we cook at home is an understatement.
Okay.
And this is something I really like to do. It's more of a technique than it is a recipe.
Okay.
I like to take a chicken. We're big chicken eaters in my family, and I like to roast it on top of onions. And when you roast it,
that's all that is, just sliced
That's
onion.
all that is. So there's literally just 4 ingredients right here, 5 if you count salt. So the chicken is stuffed with some whole heads of garlic and rosemary. I'm really into using rosemary right now because it grows in abundance on our rooftop patio here in Margot,
cool.
and then it also grows near my house. You can find rosemary within a half-mile radius almost anywhere in Los Angeles.
And what's great is rosemary's harder to kill
Yes.
than other herbs you try to grow.
right,
It's hardier.
Yeah. So this is just garlic, rosemary, onions, chicken. And I like to season the chicken ahead of time. If you season the chicken the night before, the salt is going to penetrate. It's going to make the chicken a lot more moist.
So you salt it and then put it back in the fridge.
Put it back in the fridge. Or even if you could just do it like 2 hours before you roast it, it's going to help out quite a bit. So that's what I like to do with the chicken. Stuff it, and then just give it a little head start in the pan here to get the pan nice and hot, so the onions will start to caramelize a little bit. And what's going to happen is as the chicken roasts, it's going to give off all of its juices, and the onions are going to kind of soak them up and caramelize, and that's going to be the process. So after this just starts to sizzle a little bit in the bottom, I'm just going to put it in the oven. And then this is the final product. This is the chicken I had already roasted. I carved the breast and the thighs off the bone. And then as the chicken was resting, I just turned the heat back on and I cooked the liquid down, and the onions continued to caramelize.
It's almost like a gravy, right?
It's almost like a gravy, but there's no flour, there's no added fat. It's just chicken flavor and onions.
And you got such a nice brown on the skin. Did you rub it with anything on the outside?
Rub it. If you salt the chicken early like we talked about and let it sit out in the refrigerator, the skin will start to kind of dry out on the outside of the chicken, which makes it a lot easier to get that brown color.
What do you serve it at home with?
At home we do a lot of rice or potatoes. If you like bread, you can serve this with some crusty bread. And for me, these onions are kind of the gift that keeps on giving. If you have leftover onions, you can throw them in your scrambled eggs in the morning.
Yes.
You can put them on a turkey sandwich. They go so well with so many things because they're just packed with flavor. And they're, it's just onions and chicken. So.
Yum.
So I like a lot of these onions so I can get a little bit with every bite of the chicken. So William's family favorite right here.
William's family favorite. Oh, the onions are so sweet.
Yeah, they pick up a lot of flavor, don't they?
And it's amazing how much of the rosemary you taste. Wow, that is good. This looks good. It's an interesting combo I have. Broccoli, the tomato toast, and churros.
Yeah, you have carbs on carbs, and then you have a little bit of vegetables to go with it.
Should I start with the famous broccoli?
Sure, go for it. Yeah, so our broccoli dish, the broccoli is marinated and then charred on a skillet to get a nice color on it. We toss it with a black garlic vinaigrette, and then we put it on top of that broccoli tzatziki sauce we talked about. There's a little feta cheese and crispy puffed quinoa for crunch.
Oh my goodness, I don't love broccoli. My son loves broccoli.
Okay.
So if it tasted like this,
That one works for you?
I would absolutely eat it every day.
So this is our pan con tomate, as we call it. It's a take on the traditional Catalonian tomato on bread. The way we prepare it is not very traditional. We put it on our house-made focaccia. We do a little layer of house-made ricotta cheese as well. And then the tomato mixture on top. We take tomatoes from the farmer's market, we grate them, and then we strain out the juice, and then we reduce the juice to concentrate the flavor, and then chill it, and then add it back to the tomato pulp.
The bread is so pillowy.
Yes. It makes for great sandwiches and toast.
And the tomato, it's so fresh. It almost feels like you just squeezed a fresh tomato.
Yeah, we really maximize the flavor. Last but not least, these are our most popular dessert. These are the churros. Pretty straightforward, kind of like our fried chicken we do at lunch. It's a very classic churro, but we just take the time to make sure that they're hot and crispy and well seasoned. And then we have a salted caramel and a milk chocolate dipping sauce. I like the salted caramel myself.
I was gonna go there first.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's hard to screw it up, but they're pretty good.
I bit into it and it just kind of
Melts in your mouth, gets flaky.
It literally melted. Wow, is that good. Chef, so delicious. Thank you for your time today.
Of course, thank you for joining me.
I appreciate it so much. What a beautiful restaurant. Such a wonderful afternoon with Chef Mike. He is the loveliest guy, and his restaurant and food is exquisite. I hope you visit. And I made one more recipe with Chef Mike. We made a pasta with tuna, capers, and olives. If you want to find out how to make it, go to ktla.com. Coming up, Henry DiCarlo and his lovely wife, Lisa, take us to one of their favorite date night restaurants where they're serving up steak, seafood, and more. Plus, does Levi like it? I'm making him a chicken taco burger, but does he like it? But first, I'm making festive hash brown nests for this Easter weekend. It's Easter weekend, and if you're looking for something festive for your holiday table, I have the perfect recipe. It's hash brown nests with smoked salmon and a little creme fraiche. Take a look. It is Easter weekend, and that can mean you have a brunch coming up, maybe an Easter Sunday dinner. So I was thinking of a recipe that feels springy and Easter-like, and I think anything in the shape of a nest makes you think about springtime. And my love of potatoes comes into this recipe. So here's what I thought we could do, which would be really easy, and I think it'd be cute on an Easter table. Shredded potatoes, not the frozen ones. These are refrigerated. They're usually back by the eggs, because I think the frozen shredded potatoes have too much moisture, so you wouldn't get the nice crispy nests. You need your muffin tin. I just put it in the oven for a couple of minutes to get it hot, and that can help expedite the crispiness, because you want these little nests to be crispy and crunchy. And I made these a few years ago for an Easter brunch that I went to, and they really turned out. Everybody thought they were cute and fun, and it's like a 2-biter. You can pick it up, hold it with your hand. So I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil on the bottom of my muffin tin. You could also do a mini muffin tin. That would be cute too. The shredded potatoes, these are plain, they have no seasoning, and I'm gonna drop in a handful of potatoes into each one, okay? Let's open our bag up a little more. And we've got the oven on pretty hot. We've got it on about 450, because we want these to get browned and crisp so they hold up. So we want a nice shape of a nest, and then in the nest, we're going to put smoked salmon and a little bit of creme fraiche. And then, in order to get the shape of a nest, I'm gonna take a little glass, something with a shape so you can make a little indention. And you're gonna squish down in there, and you're gonna make a little nest shape and a hole so that you can fill it with the smoked salmon. And I love Easter time. It reminds me when I was a kid, Easter Sunday was a big deal. We'd get our hats. I'd always get a new hat when I was a little girl, usually a new dress for Easter Sunday. You know, most people would hide Easter eggs. My mom would hide our Easter basket, so we'd have to go looking for our Easter basket. There were a few years where ants got to the Easter basket before we'd wake up in the morning and we go looking for our Easter basket. And the ants were all over our chocolate eggs. It was very sad. We are making our little nest, and then inside, because you want it to brown on the inside too, a little more olive oil, and then a little bit of salt. And then we're gonna pop these in the oven. We're gonna check them in 30 minutes, see how they're doing. Okay. In go our little nests. Our little nests have come out of the oven, and they're nice and crispy and crunchy, and that's what you want for these to look like nests. And you just want to make sure that you cook these long enough that they don't fall apart when you take them out of the muffin tin. Mine are extra crispy. I might have left them in just a touch too long, but that's okay. You make it work. We have our little nests, and now some smoked salmon. If you haven't bought it before, it's usually over by the fish department, and you just fold it up and you put it in the bottom. And smoked salmon is always such a great thing to serve at a brunch. And you could stuff these with all sorts of things. You could do eggs, you could do scrambled eggs, bacon, all kinds of good stuff. Last one, and then on top of the salmon, I'm gonna do a little bit of creme fraiche. And creme fraiche is a very thick French-style cultured cream. So where normally you might use sour cream, creme fraiche kind of kicks it up a little notch. So we're gonna put a little dollop right on top, go around our little nests. Cute. I'm gonna cut up a little bit of chives because you need some green on the plate. The chive will make everything pop on the dish because of the pink salmon and the white creme fraiche, and then a little bit of green on top will make it look springy and fresh. and give a little bit of an onion flavor. Sprinkle, sprinkle, there. And that's it. Our little hash brown nests all ready for our Easter party. You know you always have to taste test one before the party, just to make sure they're good. Do you hear the crunch? I made these very crispy, but that's not a bad thing. Because actually when you put the salmon in the creme fraiche, it softens it a little. But it's so good. Happy Easter. Those nests are so cute and always a hit on my Easter table, and you can stuff them with anything. If you don't like smoked salmon, scrambled eggs, or anything you choose. Coming up, it's one of the best seafood restaurants in all of Orange County, according to Henry DiCarlo and his lovely wife, Lisa. This is where they go on date night and they reveal their favorite dishes. Plus, I know Levi loves burgers and tacos, but will he like my chicken taco burger? We'll find out. DiCarlo and his wife Lisa are one of the cutest couples I've ever met. And these two, when it comes to date night, love to go to their favorite seafood and steak spot in Orange County. Take a look.
Hi Jess, we are so excited to be on California Cooking this week. I know you know who this is, my wife Lisa.
Hey Jess.
And we have a fantastic spot to share with you. I'm excited because it's my own city, my hometown, the city of Orange. And don't let the strip mall fool you. Inside of this building is one of the best restaurants in all of Orange County. It's called Jeff's, and I can't wait to tell you all about it.
Hey guys, how are you?
Jeff.
Thank you so much for coming in. Nice to see you both again.
So, Jeff, as you know, I literally grew up about 3 blocks down the road. I used to go up and down Tustin Avenue. I used to go to this Winter Central all the time when I was a little kid. I'd ride my bike up here. This place was not here. You've been here for 5 years.
Yes.
It's crazy busy for you. But how did you come up with being in this spot in a strip mall?
Well, I was looking to come in the area, and I actually walked up and down the street, and I counted more than 50 fast food restaurant places, chains. And I said this would be fantastic to open a fresh food restaurant, farm to table. And it's worked for 5.5 years.
It has worked. In fact, how did we even hear about this place? It was crazy. I mean, we just stumbled upon it.
We just kept hearing the name over and over, and we finally decided to try it out. And like I said, we pulled into the parking lot, and I said, this can't be right. And then we opened the door, and we were pleasantly surprised when we came in.
I know it's her go-to place for fish.
It's my favorite place for fish, and there's no other place like it.
Well, we get our fish flown in fresh every single day. No freezer, no microwave, no steam table. We prepare every dish per order.
Well, you have one of the best chefs you're going to find, Chef Paul over here. As you know, we like to sit at the bar. And we like to sit at the bar, we like to talk to Paul, we like to watch Paul cook. And as you mentioned, all your ingredients fresh. Paul goes out, and he'll go out every single morning and buy everything, even the vegetables.
Every day, every plate we do is fresh.
I know that you would not do this without making Lisa her sea bass, but what else are we doing today?
Well, we're going to also prepare for you too. We're going to have a filet mignon, which is flown in from Nebraska, grass-fed Angus choice meat. And we also have one of our newer items, duck breast, which we get that from Sonoma County. It's Liberty Ducks.
Well, good, we're excited. Let's eat.
All right, Lisa, got your favorite Chilean sea bass.
Oof.
And then this is our new dish, our Liberty Duck, with some plums, shallots, and port rind reduction. Something for you two to share on.
Oh, it's moist, great flavor. That's fantastic.
And it's a Pekin duck. Do you know what a Pekin duck is?
No, I just know it's a good duck.
Oh, the fish is perfect.
And I'm stealing some of your risotto because you know this is like my favorite. Hope you didn't want all of it.
No, it's a big piece.
I particularly love your risotto. It's fantastic, and I like the fact that it's not with heavy cream. You guys use fresh Parmesan.
How about the carrots? How do you prepare those?
So the carrots we get from Ingardi Brothers, rainbow carrots, and I just season them with salt and pepper. And then right at the very end, before we plate it, we hit it with some cognac. You get a nice flambe, and it adds a little sweetness to the carrots.
My son Jack, he comes here, he loves the steak. You guys have a fantastic steak. What's the secret about your steak?
It's just simple seasoning that we make in-house. We get it fresh, and it's just all on the grill.
You don't even need a knife. You can cut that with a fork.
Perfect.
Lisa, Henry, how is everything?
Perfect as always.
Very nice.
Don't bother me. You know how much I enjoy your food, Jeff. This is fantastic. Are
I'll
you
leave
kidding?
you two alone.
Paul, thanks so much, buddy. Great as always.
Thank you so much, Lisa.
Jess, thank you so much for letting us be a part of California Cooking. I'm so excited to bring a little piece of Orange County to the show, and in particular, my hometown, the city of Orange. I'm so proud of it. And of course, we are so proud of Jeff's, one of our favorite places.
And Jess, I know you love great food, so anytime you and Ari want to meet Henry and I down here for a double date, let's do it.
Yeah, love to see it.
Oh, Lisa, I love that idea. It is a date. Thank you guys so much for taking us on date night. Now on to Levi Likes It. I make for him a chicken taco burger, but does he like it? My chicken taco hamburger.
It's not yours.
Whose is it? Spider-Man. How is it?
Yummy.
You like it?
Yeah. All the time.
Nice. Good. Do you like spicy?
I do. Make it tomorrow.
I'll make it tomorrow. Yay, he likes it. Two of his favorite things, burgers and tacos. It's a hit. If you want to find out how to make it, go to ktla.com. That's it for us. And if you want to hear more of my conversation with Chef Mike Williams and how his time in the military actually helps him run a better kitchen, check out my California Cooking podcast. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Hey guys, welcome back to California Cooking. Okay. Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to... Lisa, I love that idea. It's a date. We'll do it. No. Okay. The chicken taco burger was not a hit, but it's delicious. Go to, okay. Yeah. I burned a couple nests. Look at that sad baby bird nest. Burnt. It's a date. We'll do it. No. But then what do I say after that?